oncoming crisis in winter?
From a fiscal position within Ireland, we're now in surplus. So we are now not borrowing to fund any of the measures that we need to support households and businesses. And that's the key point. To avoid an inflationary risk within the Irish economy, we're very clear that we will only fund a response to the needs of households and businesses from taxes that we collect within Ireland. In terms of the design of the policy measures, we do, as I'm sure you're going to bring up with me, we do have some broad-based measures. But what we have tried to do as the difficulties have grown is add to them with more targeted measures for pensioners, for vulnerable families, and by bringing in business support measures that are capped.
I'm not for a second suggesting that the issues are simple, and the Ukraine war adds a complexity with energy crisis that, do you think European citizens have been properly prepared for what could be a truly dreadful winter?
We are preparing them, and we are talking about the need to conserve energy. Politicians and political leaders across Europe, I believe, are being open about the trade-offs and difficulties that we will face. It's more than just about communication, it's about what we're doing. It's why it's important that Europe has taken such steps to build up our gas reserves for this winter. It's why we've tried to bring in a common approach to reduce consumption of energy across the European Union. And I believe, despite the difficulty the winter will bring, I do believe we've done all we can to be prepared for it. And we need to plan ahead now for what 2023 could bring and for what the winter after this one could bring.
Does there need to be more coordination between the major economies in terms of both monetary policy, fiscal policy and foreign exchange policy?
So within the European Union, we have high levels of coordination in place at the moment, but they need to deepen. If you look at the core of the question you've just raised with me about energy, we've taken a lot of steps, but we need to do more, and we need to reach agreement, for example, on how we manage the price of energy. And then also from a budgetary policy point of view, we have made efforts to be coordinated. I believe we've made progress, but the longer this goes on, the more difficult it becomes, the greater the need for us to coordinate even more effectively will be, which I believe we'll be able to do it.
And on foreign exchange?
Well, foreign exchange rates and the value of currencies are determined by the market. And if you look at where we are with the euro, so much of where the value of the euro currently stands can be explained by the impact of the war, can be explained by a rate of monetary policy normalisation that's appropriate for Europe, but different to other parts of the world at the moment.